Otis Redding and These Arms of Mine, which is probably the final song we'll manage to squeeze into our show tonight, Gary. So
I might have gone on a bit. I do apologise.
No, don't apologise for anything at all. It's been so lovely. I knew it would be absolutely gorgeous, and it has been. Message from Sue. Thank you, Gary, for sharing your dark moments. My English teacher at Methody inspired me too with his love of Irish literature. We love you in Northern Ireland, so never forget that.
Oh, thank you, Sue. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely message. So tell us again with Snow Patrol, next year is when we will hopefully get a new album from you. Writing subject, where are you with your thoughts and what's going on that's informing the songs that you're writing at the moment?
Lots of things. It's funny. I've written a lot of songs. I've sort of avoided love as a subject directly, and
why?
In the last few albums, the last album is more about my kind of mental health, and this time, I'm sort of trying to write about love in a different way. I'm not in a relationship, so it's a good place to write about love from a distance, and try and sort of make sense of it a little bit for myself.
Memories of love, or
make sense of it in my head. Maybe I haven't taken that time to do that and spend some time. Dedicate that time to it. Respect. The love should be respected, I think. And
when was the last time you were in love?
It's a little while ago. A little while ago.
Yeah. Exciting that day will come again then, hopefully.
Yes, yeah.
How are the rest of the band?
They're good. They're good. Everyone's doing their own thing at the moment. Nathan just released a fantastic solo record, which called The Strange Order of Things. If anybody wants to check that out, it's a fantastic record. I think everyone else is doing lots of other things at the moment.
Okay, just to reiterate, Final Straw, the 20th anniversary edition in a lovely gold beige colour.
It's a lovely gold beige. Yeah, Joe has invented a colour, and that's what it is from now on.
It's out tomorrow, and it's a thing of beauty. It's absolutely gorgeous. So you should definitely go and get it if you're a Snow Patrol fan, or if not, you will be converted. Gary, thank you very much indeed. It's been so nice to talk to you.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks for having me.
This is Radio 2
on BBC Sounds and on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
BBC News at 9 o'clock. This is Matthew Carter. Donald Trump has arrived at a federal courthouse in Washington, D.C. He's due to appear before a judge to be formally charged with 4 counts related to the 2020 presidential election, including conspiracy to defraud the United States. Carl Nasman is at the courthouse for the BBC. He says security is tight.
You can see some of the heightened security here as soon as you arrive outside of the district's federal courthouse. There are metal barricades all the way around. Some of the security, though, not as visible. We know that Secret Service are here. They're always in tow, and we're talking about a president or a former president. There's been coordination between local police officials and federal law enforcement as well. So plenty of security being beefed up here.
The Governor of the Bank of England says interest rates are unlikely to start coming down anytime soon. Earlier today, the bank put up its base rate for the 14th time in a row. It now stands at 5.25%. Borrowing costs are now at their highest level since April 2008. More from our business reporter, Peter Ruddock.
Headline inflation, the rate of price increases, actually slowed down by more than expected in June. However, the bank's Monetary Policy Committee said it was still worried about strong wage growth and the price we pay for services. It also warned that while rates may now be near their peak, they were likely to stay relatively high, above 5%, into 2025, in order to keep inflation in check. The hike will have an immediate impact on anyone with a variable mortgage or one which tracks the Bank of England's base rate. It will also be a concern for renters, small businesses, and those whose fixed-rate mortgage deals come to an end soon.
Questions have been raised about security at the Prime Minister's home in his Yorkshire constituency after Greenpeace activists managed to get on the roof. They draped the house in black fabric to protest about government plans to issue new licences for oil and gas exploration in the North Sea. 5 people have been arrested. 2 drug dealers who stabbed to death an aspiring lawyer in North London have been told they'll each serve a minimum of 27 years in jail for his murder. The Old Bailey heard that Sven Badzak and a friend were attacked by a group of 6 men who mistook them for members of a rival gang in Kilburn in 2021. And the Shadow Chancellor, Rachel Reeves, has challenged Rishi Sunak to a game of chess. She made the offer here on Radio 2 earlier today when Jeremy Vine asked her about the Prime Minister's plans to install 100 chess sets in parks across the country.
I really hope we get one at a park in Leeds West, Armley Park, Stanningley Park. All of them would love to have one of these chess sets. Doesn't sound like there's very many to go around. But also, if Rishi Sunak fancies a game of chess, I'm happy to take him on too.
Mr Sunak is a keen chess player and Ms Reeves is a junior champion. Downing Street has yet to respond. And that's the latest BBC News. The time now coming up to 3 minutes past 9.
Thank you very much, Matthew. Thank you, Joe. And thank you, Gary. What a wonderful man.
This is The Country Show with Bob Harris.